De Bruyneको पास के हो यस्तो
They haven't quite given up on a goal just yet.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now. Now it's Bale. Great defending, strong and determined. Somewhat off target. And that is as far as it goes. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack. And the outcome inevitable. So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Paul can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
के भन्नु यार बराबर भयो मैले सब्स्टिट्युटै हानेन के भन्नु यार मैले सब्स्टिट्युटै हानेन के जस इन्क्रिज भइसक्यो केटा हो
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Well, there is David Villa, a player whose thirst for goals is unquenchable. One of Spain's finest ever strikers, Jim.
Yes, I think his record speaks for itself, Peter. He's far from just a poacher. I like the way he's constantly on the move, creating space for others, and he's got the creativity.
Applies the finish!
Oh my god, bro, Snyder! Oh my god, bro.
This is a
Well, man, they were.
magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good. Very good. Good move, but so precise. The finish, sumptuous.
त्यस्तो अफ एङ्गलबाट हामीले फिनोमिनल फिनिसिङ
Attacking at its finest.
Good thrust.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Fiore. Tonali. Fiore. And it's Tonali.
स्मार्ट असिस्ट रहेछ नि केटा हो यो त
Get it away. For Xavi Alonso. That's a cute ball. So just a one early goal to report
Best.
so far. And the score
Best.
is 1-0.
फाउल लाइक कसरी फाउल भएन त्यो
It's a hefty challenge. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but
के
the
भन्नु
referee
यार
let it
स्मार्ट
go.
असिस्टको फन्डै बुझ्दैन कि म
Pass somewhat off target. Well, that's well seen too. And he can clear it away. He's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Well read. The danger is averted. Law.
हेर्न रनमतीको छोरो हावा
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that has a shot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Paul, really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence.
कठै यो बेस्टमा साला के हो यार यो बेस्ट होइन यो वर्स्ट रहेछ यार
Facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Played through for the wide man. Thinks about the shot. Chance for a shot!
ओ माय गॉड लले पनि हान्न सकेन
He's managed to get it all wrong.
Law deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Hazard charging forward, the ball at his feet. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Now it's Villa. Picked out brilliantly. Olise was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. There will be a sharp pass. And he's intervened well there. That is going to be the final action of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. We're back on the first 45 minutes.
I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework.
स्मार्ट असिस्ट यार यस्तो स्मार्ट असिस्ट यार त कहिले नखेल्न न यार मैले त्यत्रो भनिरहेको छु त्यो लेखेकै छ त स्मार्ट असिस्ट बट भनेर अझै पनि खेल्छन् के मायासालीहरू
Leading 1-0 at the break. If you have just joined us, well, we've
यदि
just
मैले
begun
टर्न अफ
the
गरिरहेको छु
second
एउटाले
period
टर्न
here.
अफ गर्नु नि यार मायासालाहरू
A solitary
थाहा
goal.
छैन
That
नर्थ
has been
बनाउँछ
the
क्या हाम्रो गेम
crucial difference. David Villa!
The keeper was likely to...
Oh no, what has happened here? And they've got rid. They're back on the ball again. Olise. Big chance!
त्यहाँ मुजी के गरेको थियो उयो के अरे यो अघि सेल्फी हानेको हेर्न हजुर के अरे यो उसले के गरेको थियो
Well, they were starting to
सिल्भेस्ट्रेले यो मुजीले सुरुमै बिगार्यो कि त्यहाँ
There's no surprise.
साला
The fans here are pretty fired up now.
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better.
Please loading,
Maybe
please
his
loading.
positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
भ्याउँदैन क्या यो स्मार्ट असिस्टको कामै यो यस्तै हो क्या यो पुरै नर्थ
This is to be
बनाउने
expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing.
Shot, surely! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
एउटाले स्मार्ट अफ गर भनेपछि अफ गर्नु नि यार यदि मलाई गरेछ भने कस्तो खाते इन्डियन नै हो यो त
That has been knocked clear. And now they can spring out of defence. That is expertly dealt with. Chiellini is there to clear. McAllister. Great vision. And here's Elise.
यसले हावातालमा त्यो स्लाइडिङ ट्याकल हानेर भ्याइदिया के
protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled. Villa really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Nice interception, well timed. David Villa gets flagged offside. In progress.
रोकमा यसले रोक अप्ठ्यारो हुन्छ रोक बेस त मुझे बेस नै रहेछ यार मुझे लौडा रहेछ बेस त यार बेस त मुझे बेस नै रहेछ यार मुझे लौडा रहेछ
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. Half an hour gone in the second half. Tonali.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
That's a nicely shaped ball. That's an excellent interception. That's going to go a long way. Nice looking ball.
हेर्न मुझले हावातालमा भ्याइदिया के त्यसले
Still anyone's game this. One moment could decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting
ल त्यसले हाएर त
match.
हावातालमा
Both
हानेको
sides
थियो
of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go for it territory right now.
Dani Olmo. The final 5 minutes. Nakata. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Raul.
नर्फ नै बनाउँछ कि मुझे हाम्रो बल नै कन्ट्रोलमा आउँदैन कि स्मार्ट अफिस खेल्यो भने त सलेहरू यस्ता मैले के गेम खेलेको त त्यसो भए स्मार्ट अन गरेर खेल्ने भयो यिनीहरूले यार पुरै मुझे एआईले खेलिदिरहेछन् मासले खातेहरू
4 extra minutes added on. Oh, that's a vigorous.
दामी मुजी ला थाप मासला
Great ball and he
ल ल
Well, he got rid because he was
And
under
that
pressure.
may well be that. That is that. A draw and a
त्यो
highly
म सिम्पल फिनिस हान्नु सक्दैन यो माइकल वेनले
shifts. Highly entertaining until the barrier. After all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
के हो यो
Either
मुजी
side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but
थैटमा यस्तो मुझे वेन यार मासले पुरै गेम चेन्ज हुन्थ्यो नि त्यहाँ यार यो मुझे वेनले गर्दा यार पुरै लामो जस्तो त्यस्तो सिम्पल मुझे गोल हान्दैन यार त्यसले नर्फमा सला खाद्यहरू चलाउनु जित्ने गेम यारमा थैटमा चला यस्तो यस्तो गोर आउँछ के भन्नु स्मार्ट असिस्ट अन गर्ने
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. As you can see, we've already started here.
यो पनि स्मार्ट असिस्ट नै हो क्या
Pick out
माया
as the telling individual today.
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive
त्यो मैले
leader.
पास बोलाइदिएछु कहाँ पास आइदिएको छ
Go
क्या
for a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Barcelona with the corner. They're first. Now, who's going to be first to this? Del Piero clears. Neymar.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Tries to play it through. The assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And it's Messi. Neymar. It's the keeper's ball. That looks a decent ball. Little doubt, that is a foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
स्कुल चुरु फेरि अलि बढी भयो जस्तो लाग्यो ब्रो खै
Del Piero. He is just caressing the ball. He's had a shot.
वाट अ सेभ ब्रो यार को हो त्यो किपर
Brilliantly.
Del Piero really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Del Piero plays it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Hangs one in.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Messi. It's a sharp pass. And it's good enough. Either side, yet able to find the net. Griezmann, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory.
Really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if
He's gone for goal! Zanetti with the clearance. Now this could be a chance!
ओ माई गॉड यो के हो यो इको आको ओ माई गॉड यो के हो यो इको आको
That is lovely. Finished with amazing expertise.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, where you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting...
Decent chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Taken back almost at once. Knocks it into space. Luis Suarez!
लभली यार कोर्तुवा
Out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 2 then. Well, there's the clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. And here's Suarez. Nicked him back promptly.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Raul.
Well,
The final action of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised. Hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Leading 1-0 at the break. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Nepal really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Now it's Del Piero. Now, can they get him away? Law! That is lovely. Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. To further improve their position of comfort. Brilliant stop from Courtois! And it's played in. Tries to get it clear.
Nepal clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
He's been bundled over. That is a foul. And that's going to be a booking. It looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge. Del Piero ready to try one.
Well, he can produce power, precision and deception, so he's not short in options.
Del Piero!
ल पोस्टमा लाग्दिरा यार
Smart save. He had plenty to do.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. Couldn't squeeze it through. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. He's found a way through. Oh, well played, well played. And he's managed to get rid. Tries to pass it through. He has a look out. And he shoots!
कस्तो मिस बोल्न कस्तो गोल नसकेको यो लले यार
Great vision. He's in space and looking for options. In with the challenge. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he's intervened well there. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And it's Del Piero. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Promising position.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste. Substitution on the field. Number 11. Number
We have
7.
got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 10. Dennis Law. Coming on the field. Number 20.
Looking to play him in. Shot could be on.
Number 15. Hirotoshi Nakata. Number 18. Owen. Substitution.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And that gets things running. Well, now here is a young man who really does seem to have the whole world at his feet. Lamine Yamal, a player of barely matched potential and indeed of barely matched expectation.
And the inevitable comparisons that go along with that, Peter.
And are those comparisons justified?
Well, from what I've seen of him so far, very much so. There's pace and great technique, but the most outstanding quality about him is his maturity, especially when it comes to making the right decisions. That's what sets him apart, for me anyway.
Changes him with that pass. And here's Kvaratskhelia. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Jordi Alba. Very nicely done. Kvarat, real chance! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
It's not gone well. Del Piero. So we're still where we started right now. Kvaratskhelia, a player who needs no introduction. Kvaratskhelia. Oh, sweet feet. He's had a shot! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip. Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play.
Yamal! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Arsenal have fired themselves in front.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Out to the right, and the counter is on. Well timed, excellent interception. Now it's Maggie. McAllister. Del Piero going full tilt down the left. Here's a shot! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Done delicately. Howson cuts out the pass, and it's Del Piero. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Yamal receives it in a good position here, and is quick to get it clear again. Busquets. Nice sequence of passes this. And the shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
He's on it, can he get away? Schneider, he rises! He scored! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this
Comes as no surprise.
the fans here are pretty...
There's the end of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. How would you review the first half?
The manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going
A little against them.
but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser. And I think we're in for an exciting second half.
It's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. And we are back underway. McAllister, great vision. This is Del Piero. Goes for a shot! Ambitious, but just off target.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Driving forward. Raul. Oh, delicate chip through. It's really well manoeuvred. Cannavaro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And that is as far as they're going to go. He's in a good position here. It's Raul! The keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Arsenal with their first corner, first in the game for either side actually. Xavi with the short one. And the finish! He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Gabriel calmly anticipates. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
There's the shot! He's got a goal! And the comeback is complete! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo.
Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
The manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. And it's Messi. He's going to be disappointed with that. Del Piero. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Now it's Luis Suarez. Deftly away. And smartly reclaimed. And he's managed to get rid. McAllister. Busquets cuts it out. And it's played forward. Raul. Nicely spread. Messi gets into some space.
Arsenal really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
We always look the favourite there. Oh, good steal, he just read it. Raul in the hunt and looking threatening. And it's Del Piero. He's through here. Gabriel promptly onto that, and that is that. Added time going up here. It goes for goal! It's anyone's ball now. And with that, the final whistle. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Added time going up here. It goes for goal! It's anyone's ball now. And with that, the final whistle. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. The mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's down to business here. Two tribes going toe-to-toe.
Javier Zanetti will be having a very busy game for sure, Peter. He'll be raiding the flanks all game long, if he's allowed to, of course. But if he starts beating people and getting balls into the box consistently, I can only see one winner here.
And he does it with such an unassuming demeanour. He makes the ordinary look beautiful, doesn't he?
He does, absolutely. His game is just laced with moments of sheer brilliance.
That's a shade optimistic. Strong running down that left flank. Del Piero in acres of space out wide. And we have our very first corner. Del Piero goes short. And here's Del Piero. India are looking to go forward now. Changes him with that pass. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
First quarter of an hour gone. Chiellini spots it and intercepts. Oh, it's not gone well. Messi. Can he get on the end of this?
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
And that is Cantona! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, what has happened here? That pass has been well intercepted. Oh, good-looking ball. Best, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Tries a shot! The keeper has reacted superbly there.
There's a certain aura about him today. Tremendous.
It's their second corner of the game. He's taking no chances there. And that was nowhere near his best. And now they can spring out of defence. Knocks it into space. He's in plenty of space here. Simmons! In he goes again! Now, who's going to be first to this? And he's heaved it away. Otto gets it clear. Now, can they get him away? Oh, he's found support out wide.
That's going in strongly.
Oh, there's a probing ball.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Cantona is herring after that one. That pass isn't the best. And he's intervened well there. Zanetti. Passing is crisp and sharp. Pass is just off target. The first 45 minutes are up. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for lack of trying. The midway point of the game.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. If you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Natal clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Cannavaro has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. And Messi! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Howson is there, and he can get that clear. Can he find the finish? Danger averted for now. Baresi. Stood up well to him there. Well, they continue each to cancel the other out. Looking for options for movement. It's a goal kick. He's a sharp little ball here.
India are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
This is Messi. We expected better, and so did he. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Messi! Yes, it's in! There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
कस्तो रन्डीको छोराले भेट्न नसकेको त्यति पनि यार
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
KULLU is onto this. The message is clear. None shall pass. And it's Xabi Alonso. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Time is running out here.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
It's beyond the defence.
India nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
He'd have done well to reach that. Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times.
There will be 3 minutes at a time. Zanetti.
And that is as far as it goes. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it. Neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end.
Hello everybody, and please join me in
So there it
wishing a
is.
happy
What struck you
wedding
most about
anniversary
that?
for one of our
Yeah, well,
Bangkok
I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's about the fans, and when you let them down, it hurts that bit more. I mean, you can do all